Oh, hello, this is Tiffany with Healthy Passions. If you do not know me, let me briefly introduce myself. I am a certified personal trainer, certified wellness coach, certified energy healer by birth. I am an oracle, prophetess, and a natural healer. Today we're going to do Healthy Passions Herbal Friday. This is where I introduce an herb for you to research and see if you want to incorporate into your diet or into your health regimen. I will always give the disclaimer that I am not a doctor, so nothing that I am doing or giving will be for a prescription. So my intent is for you to hear about the herb, know some facts about it, start your own researching about it, and if you should decide to use the herb, to go to your doctors or your nutritionist to see if you are allergic to the herb, or to see if the herb will complicate any current medications you may be possibly taking, or give you any other complications with any conditions that you have. So that is the point. The point here is to get you excited about the herb, to learn about the herb, and see if that is something you want to try. So today we're going to do Comfrey, C-O-M-F as in Frank, R-E-Y. Comfrey is a member of the borage family. The herb is easily grown in your home garden, or it can be grown like a weed in many areas. It's also known as the knit bone, the boneset, and the slippery root. For medical uses, the herb is a valuable remedy that accelerates healing of skin and wounds. A compress of the root or the leaves can be applied directly to the skin or made into a swab. It inhabits it inhibits, it inhibits the growth of bacteria, helps to prevent infections, and minimizing scarring. It is, excuse me, it contains the compound of allantoinium, which boosts cell growth and repair. It also is an excellent anti-inflammatory and relieves pain, inflammation, and swelling in joints and muscles. Comfrey tea is best used to alleviate stomach problems, heavy menstrual bleeding, bloody urine, breathing problems, cancer, and chest pain. Be careful with internal use. See warnings on the subject. So when you research this as a tea, look at the warning signs. It can also be gargled in the gums for like gum disease or sore throat. Okay. Sprains, bruises, and breaks. Comfrey Suave or Comfrey compresses are one of the best remedies for springs, strains, and bruised muscles and joints, and fractured bones. The herb speeds up the healing with increasing mobility and relieving the pain and swelling. Apply the solvent or a poultice made from crushed comfrey root up to 4 times a day. Make sure that the broken bone is set before applying the comfrey. Back pain. Use comfrey root salve to treat back pain. Apply 3 times a day. It relieves bone and joint pain. Osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. Sorry about that. Osteoarthritis. Likewise, external Comfrey Suave is beneficial for knee and joint pain due to osteoarthritis. Coughs, congestion, and asthma. Comfrey tea treats coughs, congestion, and asthma. The herb reduces the inflammation and soothes the irritation. Minor skin injuries, burns, rashes, eczema, or psoriasis, and wounds. One of the best uses of comfrey is in healing minor injuries to the skin, rashes, eczema, burns, and skin wounds. Heal quickly when the herb is used. I prefer to use the root for this purpose, but leaves can also be used. Apply comfrey Suave 3 times a day, or use bruised leaves or crushed root to make a poultice for the damaged skin. It You can also use comfrey tea or comfrey root decoctions as a wash for the area, especially for a rash, acne, eczema, or psoriasis. Do not use for deep wounds or punctured wounds, as it heals them too quickly, blocking in infection. So if the wound is too deep, right, it's not a surface flesh wound, don't use it for that, because you want the body to do what it needs to do to make sure no infections in there and then heal the way that it needs to heal. But if you use the Comfrey on a deep wound, it will heal it too quickly. But this is excellent for surface and minor cuts and burns. All right, so stomach upsets, ulcers of the stomach and lungs. Comfrey is used to treat internal ulcers and the bleeding they cause. The Comfrey stops the bleeding and helps the wounded tissue heal. You can drink the tea or use the decoctions. All right, so there is a warning here, but I want you to study all the warnings, and I'll go ahead and read the warnings so that it'll be some information for you guys. Harmful toxins in Comfrey are believed to cause liver damage, lung damage, or cancer when used in highly concentrated doses. For this reason, many healers do not recommend internal use of Comfrey. However, small doses have been used safely in herbal medicines for hundreds of years with no reported ill effects. Use internally with caution and under care. Comfrey should not be used by pregnant women or breastfeeding women. All right, so that is something that you need to research. This is one of the herbs that I would have you research. Okay. All right, so next we're gonna go into the common flax. All right, so I will do that next week. This book has a lot of them, and we are only in the seeds, so hopefully you had a chance to check out the other herbs as well, but I like to do one at a time so I don't like overload you. Sometimes I do 3, but today we're just going to do 1. I love you guys. Also, I want to remind you that we're going to have a very special video tomorrow on the Sabbath, and it won't be just the Jeremiah video. There will be a special video with that. All right, I love you guys. Have a good one.